Did you know there's a place aboard the Queen Mary where you can see one of the last remaining propellers attached to the ship?
And did you know that the other 3 propellers that the Queen Mary used to complete her final voyage are still available to visit if you know where to look?
So join us as we explore the history of the Queen Mary's propellers and discover a little bit of Long Beach history.
When the Queen Mary was first brought to Long Beach on December 9, 1967, the city of Long Beach had plans for the ship that included converting the luxury ocean liner into a hotel, museum, and major tourist attraction. But all those plans would have to wait until the ship was fully converted into a stationary structure. This meant most of the ship's machinery, like its boilers and engines, had to be stripped from the vessel. This included 3 of its 4 propellers.
Weighing 32 tons and spanning 18.5 feet, these massive propellers helped the Queen Mary power through the Atlantic on her historic crossings.
Over her 31 years of service, the Queen Mary cycled through 22 sets of propellers. Upon completing her final voyage, the ship arrived with 4 propellers. A spare 5th propeller was later melted down to create souvenirs and coins.
Known as the propeller box, this slightly eerie enclosure houses the very last remaining propeller that's physically attached to the hull of the ship.
Here, you get an up-close view of these copper, zinc, and manganese giants. From this breathtaking view, you can clearly see the propeller fins and nose in the still water below.
But the propeller box isn't the only place where you can see one of the 4 remaining propellers. In fact,
propeller number 2 and 3 are just a few blocks away from the Queen Mary, right outside of the Long Beach Cruise Terminal parking structure.
here the Queen's propeller welcomes guests as they make their way down to the cruise terminal.
Tucked away behind the propeller on display is the ship's 3rd propeller. Propeller number 4, on the other hand, is a bit more elusive. To find it, you'll have to head across the Vincent Thomas Bridge to our neighbors in San Pedro, where it sits on display at the Los Angeles Maritime Museum. Whether you see them in San Pedro, outside the cruise terminal, or on the hull of the Queen herself, take a moment to appreciate these bronze giants that once churned through the Atlantic Ocean and helped power the legendary Queen Mary through her most storied voyages.
Until next time, I'm Jesse Lopez, and this was a little bit of Long Beach history.